Hello and welcome. We are, I forgot what I was going to say. What are we doing here? We're playing Star Wars role-playing game. We're using West End Games D6 first edition rules with some house modifications to make it more, make sense for how we're doing things. Um, Hopefully you'll enjoy this. We're going to go around the proverbial virtual table to give a quick self-introduction of the player characters. My name is John. I am your game master for today, and we'll have our player characters introduce themselves and talk about themselves if they're comfortable doing so, as well as their characters. So go ahead. Hey, Taylor, why don't you kick us off?
I knew it. I'm Taylor. I've been playing D&D kind of stuff for the last 10 years. It's been a while. Glad to be here. I am Blaine Handsome, the most handsome star pilot in the galaxy.
Well, you are actually pretty handsome there, Taylor. So I think it works out. Would you mind if I changed your name here from your real name to your character's name? Or
Go ahead.
otherwise, you can do it yourself.
I have no idea how to do that.
Oh, no problems. I'll take care. I'll get it. I'll get it as we're going. All right. Hey, Alex, how about you go next?
All right. Well, I am Alex. I play Ensign Jacob. I am a child Imperial officer prodigy, and I may or may not absolutely despise everyone else here. Let's see how this goes.
Excellent. All right. And lastly, we have Seku Alema. Go ahead, please.
So my name is Seku Alema, and I am about 16 years old, and I am on the way to be a Jedi Knight. I think I would have already passed the trials by now if people were still doing that, but it is what it is. My parents did the best they could to teach me everything that they knew, and I have sort of been on the run from the Empire ever since, and I've also been drawn towards whenever I feel a strong pull in the Force.
Awesome. Thank you, Seku Alema. Alrighty. So this adventure starts in Chalmun's Spaceport Cantina. It's the Cantina bar that we see in the first ever Star Wars movie. We have on the screen here kind of a map of that bar. There's a bartender. He's let's say over here, that red X right there. He's like cleaning glasses or whatever. The bar is currently empty because it just opened. And the three of you just so happen to enter the bar somewhat at the same time. I'm going to leave it to you now to tell me and the audience, what do you do?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is obviously tell Roger to stay outside, my B2 super battle droid.
So let's talk about that for about 30 seconds. Blaine, you have a B2 series battle droid from the Clone Wars that you salvaged and refurbished, basically, right?
Yes, his name
Awesome.
is Roger.
Awesome. Right. So you instruct him. Well, where does Roger wait?
Uh,
Would he be like just outside?
yeah, like right there.
Oh, okay. So that there's Roger. All right. As I struggle to write his name, I'm not going to add a D because I'm struggling with just these 5 letters. All right. Okay, Seiko Olema, how about you? You're next.
I'm sitting right here and I'm assuming that the band is playing right here.
The band is just starting to set up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna sit right here so I can have a good view of the band.
Okay, so you're the the lavender right here?
Yeah.
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 Okay. All
Matches
right.
my freckles on my Leku.
Nice. All right. Okay, so Ensign Jacob.
I'm probably just gonna go grab myself a alcove, I guess.
All right. Can you figure out, are you able to indicate for us where you're going to be?
I don't know how to whiteboard. It doesn't show up on my bottom, so
That's all right. That's all right. So give me some directions where you think you might be.
probably about bottom end.
Let me do this for you. You're just walking in. So this
Yeah.
is you. Okay. So I'm going to say you are Ensign Jacob. So I don't have to spell the whole thing.
I don't blame you.
All right. So, Ensign Jacob, you know what's you're aware of your background and your motivations that you have for your character, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so this is what's happening, and you are besides the band and the bartender, you are the only 3 people here for now. What do you do? Well, while we're thinking, how about you describe your physical appearance to the other people in the room?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
So I am 16, so I'm obviously very young. And my Leku, you can't quite see all the way in the picture, but I have freckles that are pink and purple. And the tails of them go from like a pink faded into a purple. I am wearing black Jedi robes and I have 2 lightsaber hilts on my belt. And I'm not trying to hide that at all. I've been on the run, but I want everyone to know that I'm a Jedi.
So you're on the run, but you're not being sneaky about it.
Yeah, because I'm cool. I'm a Jedi. Duh.
You dumped the hiding part from running and hiding. Got it. All right, Ensign Jacob. What do people see when you walk in? And while we're waiting for him to unmute, I just wanted to make sure to remind people it is 4 years after the Battle of Yavin. The victory at Endor happened recently, several days ago, perhaps, but it's very recent, and that's where we are on the timeline. Blaine Handsome, what do people see when they see? Where are you here on this map, by the way?
Oh, well, after I told Roger to stay outside because no droids, I'm going to go and take, oh, you can't see that. That's blending in. Okay. I'm going to take this seat right here.
All right.
And what they see is a 23-year-old wearing your standard smuggler's outfit with a nice beige trench coat, a DL-44 heavy blaster pistol to my side, 2 flintlocks strapped to my chest, and a holdout. I mean, you can't necessarily see it, but I got a holdout blaster inside my boot. Hair slicked back.
Awesome. Awesome.
Very cool.
All righty. So you see each other. The bartender kind of glances up at you, and then looks at Alex actually. All right, Alex. I don't know if you can hear me. What do
Yes.
people see when you enter the bar, the cantina?
A child.
Sorry, go ahead.
A child in full officer uniform, completely annoyed at some other people.
How young of a child are we talking? Like 5, 10?
I am too. No.
That's a baby.
Damn. Already
Uh,
an officer?
about teenage, 14, 15-ish range.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. The bartender looks at the the teenager who just entered the cantina, and being that this is Tatooine, this is Mos Eisley, it doesn't perturb him that you're so young and you're basically inside a bar. And he basically tosses his head at you and asks you, "What'll you have?"
Nothing for now, but that may change within the hour.
Anyway, he just shrugs his shoulders and just keeps cleaning glasses with a dirty rag. All right. So where do you go, Ensign Jacob?
I go and honestly just grab a chair. Closest one.
So that would be this one right here, correct?
Yep.
All righty. Let me see if I can erase where you were. Look at that. I'm learning skills. All right. As I try to figure out how to get back to my, okay, here you go. So EJ is here. Oops, it's a little thick. Oh well. Oop. All right. So, so you sit down.
I very annoyingly turn around and go, "You can try some of my drink if you want. I'm not going to actually drink it. I just got it so I looked cool. I don't actually drink."
Do I know you?
Well, no, but like we're young. I thought I'd say hi.
Look, I'm here begrudgingly on business. I do not need other people annoying me.
Ew, okay. And I turn around.
Sorry.
Well, when I see them interact, my character's thinking, "Oh, great, a Jedi and an Imperial officer. This is going to be fun times."
I'm wondering if Ensign Jacob would realize that the Twi'lek who's sitting, like, I would say 10 feet away is wearing a Jedi outfit. He's wearing Jedi robes. So I'm gonna ask Ensign Jacob to please roll your knowledge. And because this, because you're so young and this happened a long, long time ago, you may not be that familiar with Jedi. So I'm going to ask you to roll, you know what, a 20. It's rather difficult. Using your knowledge attribute. And then for Sekou Alima, I'm actually wondering if your character would know about well, she would know about the Empire, right?
Yeah.
And then you would know that with his clothing, he's working for them, right?
At this point, though, does the galaxy know that the Empire is done?
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
well, technically it's not yet done. I mean, the Emperor's dead, Vader's dead,
It's
but
crumbling.
there are still, um, you know, Imperial remnants.
Yeah.
So, and they're trying to make a go of it despite the loss of the Emperor and Darth Vader.
Okay.
But
Would I roll perception?
I mean, you know what? I think you would know.
Okay.
I mean, so I'll just give it to you. And then Blaine, I don't know if you've actually seen. I mean, I don't know if you actually know what a Jedi is.
Yeah, I was
Because
just thinking that.
so why don't you roll your knowledge? And you know what? You're gonna have to roll a 20.
That's not going to be possible.
Well, it is because like if it's a 6, it re-rolls.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
Do I have any plus to that?
all right. So Ensign Jacob rolls a 15. So he's like, I think there's something about her clothing that's a little off. Not quite sure what it is though. And it's kind of, nagging in the back of your mind that there's something about this 16-year-old Twi'lek. All right.
I got an 8.
All right. You think that she's a little bit overdressed. But what the heck? She's 16. It must be like some new trend.
I mean, 16 in Twilight years would be like right at the becoming an adult age.
Is it? I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do they mature faster? Is that what it is?
something like that.
Okay. Well, she's the equivalent of a 16-year-old human, and then is what we're gonna roll with. All right. So as you're sitting there, this tall guy with a shock of blonde hair and like these icy blue eyes walks in and makes a beeline for Blaine Handsome, and he just like sits down right in front of him, right here. And then they start talking, or at least he starts talking to Blaine, and the other two people here, the only thing you hear is him introducing himself and saying, hi, my name's Bells Lank. I need your help. And then he goes, and then his words just drop off, and he starts talking kind of hurriedly, and you can tell that he's very concerned, at least, and he's very empathetic, but he's the other two can't hear what he's saying. So Blaine, I think you know what he's saying, right?
I'm guessing the same as.
That's correct. That's correct.
Right.
It's the same conversation, more or less, that you guys, that you and a couple other people discussed on our Discord server. All right, so that's going on. And before I continue, Ensign Jacob and Seiko Lima, do you guys do anything?
I'm going to nonchalantly pick myself I'm gonna get off the table and I'm gonna act like I'm watching the band setup, but I'm actually trying to listen to what the conversation is.
Okay. Are you going to use the force, like use your magnify senses ability? Or are you going to try to, read someone's mind using your receptive telepathy ability?
Would be sense?
So you can find your character sheet in the Dune Sea Pirates channel, and then it'll I posted your abilities there. I'm gonna give you like a few minutes to figure out what you're trying to do, and then we can roll
Okay.
to see
Well,
if you
am I
succeed.
still business partner that has access to a starship or not?
Well, I don't want to like play people's characters if they're not here. So for now, at least, we're going to presume that you know about Captain Axtor Bridgman. You've gotten to be, at least good acquaintances.
Okay.
I don't want to be, well, you know what? How about this? You guys are business partners already at this time,
Yeah.
because he seems to be pretty amenable to a lot of things. All right. And then Ensign Jacob, I'm gonna stop my share here. You you see this garishly dressed Twi'lek male enter, and he walks in with a couple of henchmen looking guys. They are sorry, I'm trying to multitask and I'm failing. So he walks in with a Gamorrean and a Weequay. And he looks around the room and sees you. And as soon as he sees you, he smiles broadly. And when he smiles, you can see his teeth have been, I guess, fashionably filed. Sorry, I'm failing to multitask again. They've been fashionably filed into sharp, pointy teeth.
Wonderful.
Anyway, so he sees you and he approaches your table.
Wondrous. Can I help you?
And oh heck, I'll just do this. So he says, actually, I was wondering if we could help each other.
Depending on who you are, that's not going to be very likely.
And he says, you know, I'm a little curious at what the Imperial Remnant is doing here.
What's it matter to you?
It matters to me because what happens here is my business. And I don't see any other Imperial remnants here. So unless you would like to enter into some, let's just say, aggressive negotiations, you're gonna talk, kid.
Look, once I can get my deal with a pilot, I will be off this dreadful planet of sweltering heat and sand. Anything past that is my knowledge.
And I question the amount of knowledge that you have, considering how, well, let's just say, misbehaved you seem to be. He says, when you're smart enough to know when to listen and when to talk, you let me know, and you just might find it profitable. He gets up, and then as he walks away, he turns around again and says, and just because you're a kid, I'm not going to have you beaten up right this very moment. But you know what? Bother me just a little bit more, and let's see what happens.
Wonders.
Then he walks away, and then he sees Seku Alema. And he sees her, sneers, and then finds some place to sit down. All right. So, Seiko Alema, have you figured out what you're doing?
Yeah, I was going to just magnify my senses.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll.
I don't know how many to roll for that though. It's just 2D.
Correct. But you know what? But you add your perception dice as well.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it should be 6D plus 1.
Yeah. No, wasn't that much better. 17.
Well, yeah, but that's actually pretty good. I mean, you rolled higher than 15, which was your target number. So you're able to hear a lot of what he's talking about. Not everything, but enough so you can, you get the basic gist. Basically, you can you overhear that this guy was a farmer. Technically, he still is. He's a moisture farmer, and his farm is out in the wastes. And he's come upon hard times, so he figured, you know what, he's going to branch out and see if he can make money some other way besides moisture farming. And so he brokered a deal between some locals and a fish-like people called the Selkath from planet Manon. Excuse me. And he also met a crew of people who were able to acquire this old water hauling ship. It's this huge ship, and it's designed to transport water from one planet to another. It has a hyperdrive, so it can go between systems. Anyway, so Manon is mostly water. And so the idea was that they're going to sell water from Manon to Tatooine. the great thing about the water in Manon is there is like a compound called colto. Colto is the predecessor to Bacta. It's like a rejuvenative healing liquid, and it's infused in the water. So that water is like, it's like super good water, right? And to make a long story short, this guy Bells Lank, he's kind of like the business promoter, or that's what he became. He used his, you know, his status in on Tatooine as the man of the people, you know, to get investors who are interested in, you know, in buying the water. And then he was able to get the licensing from the government of Manon, which is very difficult because they're kind of xenophobic, right? And so one of the things though that the Selkaths made everyone stipulate was that no one, you know, they want to make sure that no one would poach any of the animals that are on Manon. In particular, these animals called the Faraxan sharks. They're basically sharks, but they're huge and they're alien. And then to further summarize, what happened was the water haulers were pretty reckless. And when they scooped up water, they also scooped up a bunch of the Faraxan sharks. Somehow the Selkath learned about it. And what they did is they couldn't stop the water haulers from getting into hyperspace, but they were able to overtake the water hauler and appear in the Tatooine system and wait for the water hauler to drop out of hyperspace. And the Selkath boarded the ship, executed everyone on board, disabled the water hauler, and then went, oops, how are we going to get this water hauler back to Manon since we disabled the ship? So they communicated back to their planet that they needed a repair crew to come out and fix the ship so that they can go back to Manon. Now, this is very, very bad for this guy, Bells Lank, because the people on Tatooine, they invested a lot of money on this deal. And if they don't get their water, they're going to be very mad. The money that they invested was paid directly to the Manon government. So the Manon government already have the money, and they're not going to return the money because as far as they're concerned, the water hauler crew were a bunch of low-life criminals. And so now it's a problem. And what Bells Lank needs is he's recruiting people who can help him recover the water hauler ship. Anyway, that's what you were able to hear Bells Lank say.
That's a lot to unpack.
Oh, but there's more, because Blaine says something back. Go ahead, Blaine.
Well, when he tells me about a situation, I ask him, do you know who they exactly sent to apparently execute the entire crew? Special forces or just regular soldiers?
So Bell says, to be honest, he doesn't know exactly for sure, but he says it's really likely that they were special forces because, you know, I mean, who do you send for something like this?
True. I mean, maybe special forces would be a little overdoing it for some low-life poachers, but They did steal some sharks.
Anyway,
if I do,
so Bell's Lank says, look, you know, I'm gonna make it your while, but to be honest, I think, you know, this is not a 1 or 2 man job. You gotta recruit a crew to you know, to do this, because, you know, 1 or 2 people, that's just not enough people.
yeah, just in case things go sideways, need some backup.
That is correct.
Now, if things do go sideways, would you prefer them to be stunned or killed? I presume
says-
stunned, since you have a business relation with Manon.
He says, to be honest, I don't care. That relationship is now gone. So
All right. Have any suggestions who I should recruit?
well, you know, now that you have now that you're attached to a ship, seems to me that you're gonna need you know, someone who's good at starship repair. First of all, you're gonna need people who are good with combat. And you know what? I'll be honest with you, I'm a farmer. I'm not a soldier. I don't know what you need. You're gonna have to figure it out. All I know is I need to get this done quick before the repair crew gets there, fixes the ship, and they get into hyperspace back to Manon. Time is of the essence.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
All right. So roll your perception, Blaine.
Let's see. Perception. Just my stats for that. Okay.
And you know what? Just get a 15 or higher. Okay.
I got a 4.
You are enjoying the drink that the bartender brought for you, and you're so focused with what Bell's Lank is saying that you know, you don't really notice anything else.
Oh, great. Alright.
Anyway, the Twi'lek man seems like kind of bored, and then so he approaches Sequalema and taps her on the shoulder and says, I've never seen you here before, and I'm pretty confident that I know all the other Twi'leks in this town. Who might you be?
My name, and I'm trying to think right now, this is outside of character. I'm trying to debate whether I should actually tell him my name or if I should just make one up.
Okay.
I'm like, my name is
Ahsoka.
Seku Tano.
So the same first name?
Yep.
Sekutano, huh? Never heard of anyone by that name before, so you must be new around these parts.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is a name that you should remember. My name is Yurkis Nadago.
Well, Yurkis, I'm pretty new to Tatooine, but I'm just kind of here to just, explore on my own, just check things out.
Really? So you're new here. You know what you need? You need someone to mentor you, to guide you. And I would be very glad to guide you. Particularly in any kind of career that you might want to explore. Have you ever thought of joining getting into the entertainment industry?
No.
Really? You know, Twi'lek dancers make a lot of money.
I, I actually don't need a job, but thank you for the offer. I'll let you know if I change my mind.
Okay, well, just ask around for me. I'm pretty well known. By the way, if you don't need a job, do you need a loan?
I do not, but thank you.
Alrighty, well, it's pleasant to have met you. Let me know if there's anything that I may do for you.
Nice to have met you too, Yurkis.
Roll your perception. You need a 5.
Oh, God.
It's that easy because it's that obvious. All right.
9.
Okay. So you can't help notice that he's like looking at, he's looking at you like in this sleazy manner.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not even hiding it.
I'm trying very politely to not look like I'm cringing, but I'm super cringing.
Like he's looking at you and you can tell he's seeing credits.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so he goes over and sits at one of the alcoves, and see if I can end this thing here. How do you end this? There we go. Okay. All right. So Yurkis Nadago. How do I do this now again? Annotate. Here we go. So Yurkis, he basically takes over this entire area over here, where he sits right here, and then his two bodyguards. One of them is a Gamorrean, the other one's a Weequay. The Weequay is over here, kind of by the stand. I don't know if anyone can see that. He's W for Weequay. And then here's the Gamorrean. He's a rather large fellow. G. Yeah. And they're facing outward. The Weequay signals to the bartender, and the bartender comes over with, looks like, he already knows what the Twi'lek wants. He comes over and sets it on the table. Nice to see you again here, Boss Yurkis. The Twi'lek doesn't even bother to reply, and then the bartender makes it back to the bar. All right. So I'm presuming you saw all this happen, and St. Jacob. I'm gonna. What do you do with right now? I mean, I think you're sitting here, right? This is where you are, and then
Yes.
okay.
I don't know. I think I'm honestly just going to stay there. I don't know what the others are doing. I know it's not my problem.
All right. So a group of Jawa, there's about 6 of them. They I wouldn't say run, but they enter the bar really fast, and they just went all the way over here. And they start talking in Jawani to the bartender. And the bartender's like, actually apparently understands their language and says, "You want drinks? Huh? All right, well, I need to see credits first." And then they slap a bunch of credits on the bar, and they're like, "Okay, you got drinks." So he pours them all drinks, big drinks, and they start like laughing and giggling and like chugging these drinks, and they're all noticeably strong drinks. You can smell the alcohol in their drinks from where you are in the bar. That's how strong it is. All right. Do any of you speak Jawani?
I can understand it.
Oh, okay.
I do not.
So on your character sheets, if a language is listed, that means you do not have to roll to understand what's said. If it is not listed and you want to understand what's being said, then you have to roll. And if you want to try to speak it, you have to roll, but then it'll be more difficult. All right. So that's what's happening right now. What do you guys do, if anything?
Since I seem to be eavesdropping a lot today, I'm going to eavesdrop on the Jawas.
So the Jawas are celebrating because they feel that they found this huge treasure, and they're going to make a lot of money from this treasure.
I'm going to walk over to them and I'm going to try to talk to them.
Okay. Well, since Jawani is one of your listed languages, you can actually speak in Jawa.
All right. So I'm going to say to them, I'll translate for you guys what I'm saying to them. So that sounds really exciting. Where's this treasure? Do you already have it?
So the Jawa are a little startled. They see you and they go, "Well, yes, we already have it. And no, we're not going to tell you where it is. We're not going to tell you what it is. We just won't, but we will tell you we're very, very rich."
That's really exciting. I don't think I've ever met a Jawa in person before. At this point, I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants.
They all put down their drinks and they look back at you and they go, "If you've never met Jawa, how can you speak Jawa?"
I feel like it's safe for me to say this because other people seem to not know the language. So I say, well, I'm actually a Jedi. I'm force sensitive.
They look at you and they're like, "Huh, what's a Jedi?"
Can I take, okay, I would like to try to levitate one of the credits off the table and just put it back down.
Sure, that's telekinesis.
Yeah, which is one of my strengths.
All right, Blaine and Alec, Ensign Jacob, if you guys could roll your perception, if you want to give your characters a chance to notice. Blaine, because of where you're sitting, you know what? You need both of you need to roll a 15 or higher, 1-5, using your perception attribute. So, okay, so Ensign Jacob, you don't really notice anything happening. And Blaine's having some mic issues, so I think he's gonna come right back. There he is. Bloop. All right. And then okay, so you do your best to try to levitate one of the credits, but you almost do it. You don't quite lift it from the table, but you make it move, maybe even spin. And the Jawa, because basically something touched their credits, like instantaneously notice what's happening. And they're like, what the heck? So you didn't quite lift it, but still had the same effect.
Are they impressed at all?
First, they're wondering what the heck happened. And then they're like, hey, are you trying to steal our money?
No.
And they're like, then another one's like, she's trying to steal our money. What the hell, man? She's stealing our credits. That Twi'lek is a thief. And like every Jawa that speaks next, it's worse. Like what they're accusing you of. And you can tell because it's pretty obvious. Well, they're not that tall, right? And they're not big creatures, and they've been chugging all this strong alcohol, so they're you can tell they're already drunk. And apparently at least some of them are mean drunks, and the others are kind of like gonna back up their buddies. Something's about to go down, and you don't even need to roll your perception or use the force to figure that out.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Blaine. So you see the Blaine and Ensign Jacob, you see these Jawa start to like make irate noises, and they're pointing at the Twi'lek, who surprisingly enough was able to speak to them in their own language.
Can I use my detoxify poison to sober them up?
Yes. Oh no, you cannot, because that only works on you.
Oh shit. Okay. I do have con. Can I like con them into believing me?
Sure. So the way con's gonna work is you tell me what you're gonna tell them, and then I give you a target number. Well, no, you roll your con, and then they will. I'll give you a target number to roll using your con. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, no, I'm not trying to steal your money. I was trying to impress you with my tricks. I have heard legends of Jawas appreciating unique abilities.
All right. Well, so they're already irate. They're working each other up. So this is at least a 20 using your con.
Okay. 32.
Holy smokes. All right. Okay, so you basically charm the heck out of them, and they're like, oh, okay. And next thing you know, they're like, hey, can we buy you a drink?
No, thank you. I appreciate it though. Here, do you want to see me do that trick with my own? At this point now I'm getting cocky. So I pull out one of my own credits and I'm like, look, I can do it with my own credits.
All right.
And I'm going to try to make it like flip in the air.
They're mesmerized that you showed them a credit. because they're Jawa. Usually people hide their credits when Jawa's around.
So I'm not even gonna use the force. I'm just gonna like toss it from one hand to the other and catch it.
All right. Hi, Marissa.
Hey,
Hey.
How you doing?
good. Kind of a long day, but finally here.
All right.
Yay.
So let me set the scene for you here real quick, and then we'll have our other player characters introduce their characters to yours.
Okay.
So first of all, Marissa, you are using your tramp freighter captain.
Rolo.
Yeah,
Or Rollo.
Rolo Morai. Yeah,
Yeah.
Captain Rolo. And for this scene, the characters are, walked into the Spaceport Cantina. From the first Star Wars movie, there's a bar scene. That's where you're at. And here we have a map that I'm sharing. And I'm going to have the player characters describe their character's appearance to you as you walk in. Here's the entrance over here. Right, I'll put a big E next to it. That's the entrance. You see a band starting to set up here. The band on the stage.
Yeah.
They're almost finished setting up. The bar just opened. And you walk in. Question for you, Captain Morai. Are you here alone, or are you here with your valet slash pilot, Tebow?
I'm in with my pilot.
Okay, so Tebow is a Wookiee.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw his character description in the Gilded Lily channel. But anyway,
Right.
let me be quiet for a minute, and I'll have the other player characters take turns describing who they are and what you see.
Okay.
So go ahead, Taylor.
You can hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, cool. I am Blaine Handsome, the most handsome star pilot in the galaxy. Wearing standard smuggler's outfit with beige trench coat with 2 black powder pistols strapped to my chest area, and a DL-44 heavy blaster pistol to my side in its holster, unclipped. And I mean, you wouldn't know this, but a holdout blaster inside my boot, just sitting, you put a B above me, right
Awesome.
here.
So basically a more stylish, less scruffy Han Solo type.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So Sekou Alima, can you describe what people see?
Yes, so I am a teenager Twi'lek. I've got my Leku, I've got little freckles and an ombre from pink to purple, and I am very obviously wearing black Jedi robes with 2 lightsabers attached to my belt. And you're gonna notice I'm standing by the bar with a bunch of Jawas, and I am literally tossing one of my credits back and forth between my hands because they're drunk and they are convinced now that I am a Jedi. From me just tossing the coin back and forth.
Well, they're very impressed by you somehow, but it's probably because you're showing them a credit.
I think it's because they believe I'm a Jedi.
And they think they don't know what a Jedi is. So, but you know what? Yeah, we'll go with that. All right. So, Captain Morai, can you describe your character to everyone else?
Yeah. So I am Captain Marai, Rolo Marai. And I am in a really nice looking captain outfit with nice fabrics. And
Nice.
and I just like, soft things. Um, and basically I had I was a actress, and my chauffeur, my driver, the Wookiee, he is pretty much, my right hand man kind of thing. Loves to do my hair, and you know, you know, love shopping if we can shop.
That's awesome.
I'm just pretty much a spoiled little brat in a way, but I had to get, pull my big girl pants on and realize that I had to make ends meet now that I don't have my fancy pants actress job anymore, and was pretty disgruntled about that. So now I'm a bitter little brat, and but I've learned a thing or two about a thing or two, just helping people get across the galaxy, and yeah, working business in that way, utilizing the ship in a way that tries to support um, myself and my driver. And yeah, we kind of just look out for ourselves because we kind of just felt really alone, and just kind of pissed at the world, but we still like good things in life, champagne.
Nice.
I don't know.
Whatever the champagne is here on Star Wars.
I still like getting my hair done, and but I'm not afraid to take things off if I have to start something with somebody, because they get up in my face and stuff. But but I also have my Wookiee there with me, though sometimes I think he's pretty useless. Because even though he's way taller, little bit of a pansy to me. But other than that, yeah, just kind of just find this bar and see what it's about.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Probably in the bar, trying to see if you can rustle up some jobs.
Yeah, right? Pretty much to see what who's interested in any kind of service with transporting and taxi or something like that, or delivery.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, right behind you as you enter the cantina, and let me share screen. Is Jessica's character. Yeah. Hi, Jessica.
Jessica.
Hey, guys.
So, can you describe for everyone here what people see when you enter?
Am I sitting in a booth? Sorry, I just walked back in.
Okay.
Ensign Jacob needed to be put to bed.
Yeah, so Ensign Jacob left.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Ensign Jacob's always also a little sick, so.
Oh, no.
Yeah, did you not hear him coughing?
I think he muffled it a lot.
Oh, good. Yeah. Hopefully he muted himself. I'm trying to find a picture of what my casual dress sort of looks. Yeah, that's not bad. Now I have to share it to myself and then put it in here. But so I have on light gray pants and a blue V-neck, sort of a mandarin collar, about 3/4 sleeve shirt, and a dark gray vest.
Okay. You can I made it
Black
so that
boots.
everyone can share, just in
Okay.
case.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the picture too.
Oh, okay. I thought you had it.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Well, okay, so it's on my phone, so I got to get it off the phone and onto the laptop, and you
Okay.
know, I'm technically challenged.
Yeah, that's all right. So, but you're not wearing the Rebel Starfighter flight
God,
suit.
no. You know how hard it is to pee in that thing?
I actually do.
It is. I've learned a cheat method, but it's still a long process to try and shimmy out of that and out of all the other stuff. So, heck no. It almost looks like a Rebel Fleet Trooper uniform, but not
Okay.
quite.
Which is very practical and which I highly recommend, by the way, for anyone who wants to get into Star Wars costuming.
I will say that this was a much nicer outfit to wear on Batu than the bright orange craziness. Oh, I gotta find it.
All right.
Keep talking. So I'm just
Okay.
sitting there enjoying life.
All right. So,
Oh, with my eyes closed. That's a
and then
horrible picture.
I don't know if you overheard Blaine describe his character.
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Commander Jess, where are you sitting in here? Are you able to access the annotation tool?
There's an annotation tool. Let's go
Yeah.
with, all right, so you walk in the door, go all the way around the bar, and there is, yep, go straight down from there. Perfect. That's where I'm sitting.
Okay. And I don't know where my annotation tool went either. but we know you're here. Okay. Cool. All right. So you see that the Twi'lek teenager is oh, there you go. Oh yeah, okay. That doesn't
Complete with Halcyon band.
Nice. That's a good picture.
Not bad.
Yeah. Look at how tall your son is.
Uh-huh.
Oh
I think
God.
he officially became taller than me this week.
Oh wow. Okay.
Uh-huh. Super happy about it.
Nice.
My mom was the same way when I got taller than her.
All right. So Commander Jess, when you come back in, you notice that Blaine here, which is in the booth next to yours, is in pretty deep discussion with this blonde man. And he's wearing typical Tatooine Mos Eisley type garb. You see the Twi'lek entertaining the Jawas. No one knows why.
Jawas are easily amused.
Yeah. Yeah, and then yeah, so the bartender looks over at you and says, "Hey, you need another drink?"
Sure, I'll have another fuzzy tauntaun.
All right. So he brings it over and mutters about some silly policy about not having droids, and that he's gonna talk to Chalmun about that, and they really need serving droids here because he's supposed to be a bartender. So he should be tending bar. Yeah. All right. So by this time the band starts playing, and they're kind of loud. So any conversations that happen have to occur pretty much excuse me, at the same table. Excuse me. So I'm gonna let you guys tell me, like, well, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, where is Captain Rolo?
Captain Rolo Morai, where exactly are you here?
I'm at the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, like right
So,
at the, like kind of right close to where I entered the door.
so right here?
Yeah, just about there in the corner. Kind of
Okay.
scoping out the area.
So this area over here is basically a bunch, there are a bunch of Jawas and they're getting drunk.
I found my
Oh, nice.
yeah. Now I look like the Captain Superstar.
There you go.
Yeah,
like
so yeah, I'm there with my Wookiee.
Tebow.
Yeah, and we're ordering a drink, fancy
Excellent.
drink.
Excellent. All right. So so the bartender goes over to Blaine Handsome and says, "Hey," and points to Captain Rolla Morai and says, "I don't know if you're still looking for a ship, but there's Captain Rolla Morai. She's the captain of I think it's a Gilded Lily. It's some kind of yacht. I don't know if you want to talk to her and see if she might be another person who might be interested in going into business with you."
Jeff probably helped me out, especially with her Wookiee, with what job I just got.
And then he goes, by the way, do you need another drink?
Yeah, Jawa juice.
More Jawa juice?
Yeah.
What is Jawa juice? Anyone
It's
know?
like a bitter drink, like bitter/sour drink.
Is it like coffee?
Isn't that what you get when you juice a Jawa?
It's like I was just reading about the Jawa juice actually.
Oh.
It's like Obi-Wan Kenobi, he drinks it. It's made of bantha hides mashed with fermented grains.
That does not look promising. That does not sound yummy at all.
Maybe it tastes like a Guinness. I don't know.
When I read about it, I heard it was like sour, so I was like, I like sour things. Jawa juice,
Yeah,
it is.
there you go. Yeah.
That's nasty.
Well, I guess if you don't talk about it, it won't just.
And just drink it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I found it on What Does Obi-Wan Drink?
So Seiko Alima, when Captain Rolla Morai enters, you feel this sudden wave of
Heads up.
emotion.
AFK real quick.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying she's AFK. Her contractors just showed up.
I'm sorry, say again.
Her contractor showed up. She's BRB.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. All right, so I will let you guys interact with each other then.
Well, I'm gonna go walk over to Captain Rolo and what was the Wookiee's name again?
Tebow.
Tebow. I'm gonna walk over to Captain Rolo and Tebow and introduce myself, going like, "Hello there, I'm Blaine Handsome, and was wondering if you could help me out with a job I just acquired."
Okay. So I am telling Tebow, stop messing with my hair. I need to do business because he likes fixing my hair.
That's awesome.
Okay, just walked inside. We're all cool. I'll be like, hey, Blaine, yeah, what's the job?
So is Link still in my booth or has he left?
He's still there.
Just left him. Well,
It's okay. He's
Mr.
drinking.
Mr. Link over there is in some pretty, not pun intended, but bad water. He's is a moisture farmer and had this business deal going on with the Manon, well, with the Cellcast government from Manon, and he has hired some, I guess you could say, thugs, lowly criminals, with what they've done to transport some water. And when they did, they picked up a bunch of the sharks in the water, whatever they're called again.
Firaxan sharks.
Yeah, Firaxan sharks. There we go.
Yeah.
And apparently the Manon government somehow found out and couldn't stop them from leaving the planet, but since they had a lowly, simple civilian hyperdrive, they outran them and waited for them out in hyperspace and executed their crew and disabled the ship, and then realized, what are we going to do with the ship now? We need it fixed to get it back. So repair team's on the way, but Mr. Link really needs that water, and I need a crew to help go get it.
Okay. Well, we can help you with that. We can definitely help you with that. It's gonna cost. I hope you have, I don't know what you call the currency there, but
Credit.
yeah. Because you're gonna have to pay for fuel and, all that fun stuff. But we can help you with that.
I don't have much on me at the moment, but I could presume that since Link only wants the water, we could split the fraction shark evenly among however many of us I eventually gather up and sell them.
Okay. Let's do it that way. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll take a cut of whatever you make from that delivery.
Just fair warning, there may be some confrontation be needed.
So you're asking me you're saying there's going to be some kind of issue with the delivery or what?
We'll probably, I mean, if you would prefer to stun, we can stun, but we may have to kill the kill the Cellcraft crew that's on the water freighter, hopefully before the repair team gets there.
I don't know, man. Sounds kind of crazy. But let's see. My Wookiee says we need the money, so as long as I don't get any blood on my outfit, I'm cool. I ain't doing any work. I ain't doing no work. I know the Wookiee won't do shit. He's cleaning his hands. It's like, stop grooming yourself, bro. All right. Okay, so you got yourself a deal, bro.
All right, that's 2 people. Know anyone else that could possibly help us?
Honestly, nah. But maybe that's something that we could figure out while you're here. You get the people together, we'll just be your ride. Just don't mess up.
Right.
Nice. All right, Jessica. I don't know if you notice what the conversation. Oh, by the way, did Blaine go over to Rollo, and are you guys just standing by the entrance, or did you guys go back to the table?
I think Blaine went up to me.
Yeah, I went up to them.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, uh, this guy with blonde hair and ice blue eyes walks up and introduces himself to Captain Rolla Morai. He says, "My name's Bells Lank. I can see that my associate here has been talking with you. I'm the guy who needed help, actually, and if I kind of overheard that you're down."
Yeah, as long as my ship is intact. It's gonna
Well-
cost you extra if I have to fix it.
Well, yeah. I don't really have any more money to pay you, but the money that you'll get, that's, you can have all of that. It's basically, what you'll get are these Faraxan sharks. They've already been processed, and Faraxan shark meat sells for a lot of money. It's all yours if you help me out. Here's the thing, though. I highly recommend you recruit a crew, because if you don't have enough people, I don't know if this is going to work out.
What you think, Tybo? I don't have a Loki next to me, but well, I think it sounds good. I think I'll take it. I need the money, so if it
Awesome.
find your crew, and we'll take off.
Cool. Alrighty. So anyway, he says, tell you what, he gives you his information, he gives you his Snapchat. No. He says, you can contact me via comlink once you have your crew assembled, and when you're ready, let me know. But time, I don't know if my buddy Blaine here explained it to you. Time is of the essence, and we need to really get this done sooner than later.
Yeah. Okay. There'll be a small deposit. Because I'd like to go shopping. You got something?
I can buy you a drink, because literally this business venture just took all my money.
All right.
I mean, I have a 10-year-old daughter that I'm trying to feed, and that's kind of why I got into this business in the first place. And I got to tell you, I regret doing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you're saying that, this Twi'lek comes over. This Twi'lek male comes over. You notice he's very gaudily dressed, and he has like a couple guys who seem to be henchmen type following him. One of them is a Gamorrean, another one's a Weequay, a human-like alien species. And he walks up to Captain Morai, and he says, "So, Captain Morai, I hear that you're trying to dredge up some business. If you really want to make some money, you should talk to me. What's this with you trying to help out farmers?"
Well, I did want to make some money, and I was kind of feeling sorry for them a little bit. They sounded like they really needed the help, and I really need the money. So, but if you got something better to offer, what you got?
You see the Twi'lek's Leku just perk up when he hears you say that you need the money. And he kind of like pushes his way to you, and you notice he has like these long painted fingernails, like they're basically claws. And he reaches out his arm and puts it around your shoulder and tries to like pull you away. Well, we should have a little conversation. Come with me to my table. And then I don't know if you can see my cursor. He's trying to bring you over to this table over here. You say you need some money. Well, you're talking to the right person. Now, the only thing I need to ask is, could you use a loan? Do you have the streetwise skill, Captain Morai? If you don't, you need to roll your knowledge.
I don't think I see. Does it say streetwise?
No, I don't think so. So just roll your knowledge.
Okay.
Where it says your knowledge skill.
I have to go back to roll.
Okay, no worries.
Uh,
Oh yeah, if you could join us in the role-playing
roll.
channel on Discord, you can
Here we go. Roll
do the rolling over there.
Okay, let me just. This is where I have before. Okay, so under role playing. Okay.
And then there's like a chat window that if you click on it, it'll open up where you can roll the dice virtually. Take your time. I'll go to someone else while you're figuring it out.
Okay, cool.
You need to roll a 10 or higher. Actually, no, you need to roll a 5 because I think it's pretty common knowledge. Is Commander Jess, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. So you see, I don't know if you overheard what's happening. Can you do me a favor and roll your knowledge attribute for me? For
Yeah.
you need a 15.
Okay. Let me find it.
And Commander Jess, are you here alone or do you have an Ewok with you?
I have an Ewok with me, but he's going to be silent this evening.
Okay.
Because he's in the other room trying not to die.
Oh, no kidding. Him too?
Oh, yeah, they're both sick.
Oh, no.
Yep. So you know what that means? I get to get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning and go to the airport because I got to work tomorrow.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Always.
Are you saying you have to leave?
What?
What are you saying?
In the morning?
Uh-huh.
So I'm at home. I'm sitting on long call reserve. So when they call me, I have 12 and a half hours to get to the airport minimum. So they called tonight and I have 1 p.m. I have to be in LA at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, damn.
To go to work. No, that's fine.
Oh. Crazy.
It definitely could be worse.
All right. So
Start with I have to find my knowledge. I need knowledge?
correct.
It's in here somewhere.
I moved your character description to the Utaguta channel, which is in the docking bays category.
Yeah, I got it. Not her yet, but I have the channel.
All right. How about you, Captain Morai? Are you
Issues trying to figure out how to find this roll chat thing.
Oh, no worries. Here, let me walk you through it.
I sent it you a text.
No worries.
That's it.
So do you see the role where it says role playing? You should see like a bunch of names on the left hand side.
Let me go back. Oops.
If you like where they have all the different channels on the left hand side.
Yeah, I
Go
see.
all the way down, you'll see it says role playing in the voice channels.
Okay, it says unbelievable premium. Or has everyone muted?
Yeah.
Okay.
So click on role playing.
Role playing.
And then if you're on your phone on the top right, you should see like one of those chat bubbles.
Oh, okay, I see it.
So
what did I need to roll?
You need to roll a 15 or higher on your knowledge.
Sorry, no.
Ooh, so close.
Okay, so then it's exclamation roll. What was the number? 6d6?
Your knowledge.
Yeah.
What is your knowledge score?
Uh,
No worries. I can look it up for you if you want.
where
It
is
should
it?
be in your ship channel, which is the Gilded Lily. Oop.
Oops.
Your knowledge is 3D plus 1.
3d plus 1.
Correct.
Okay.
I would just like to say, if I ever get the chance to shoot this loan chart, I am taking it.
3d. Do I go 3d3 plus 1 or just 3d plus 1?
3d6
Oh, 3d6. Sorry.
and then IE plus 1.
IE.
And then Jessica, you need to re-roll because you didn't add the IE. Oh yeah, you did.
Plus
My bad.
1.
I did.
Result.
Yes, you did.
Oh, 7.
Alrighty. So both of you just barely made it.
Yeah.
What you can tell, however, is that this guy, there's something off about this guy. All right. You can
Which
tell
guy?
that,
The Twi'lek?
yes, the Twi'lek.
Okay.
You suffice to say that you would not have him babysit your children or your
Okay.
friends' children or any other children who you don't hate, basically. So, Captain Morai, do you go with the Twi'lek?
You know, it kind of sounds risky. I don't know. I don't like taking out loans, especially if I'm not that, street smart. This farmer seemed like a safer bet. It seems like a for sure deal, you know.
He goes, well, you know what? Tell you what. Let me give you my Snapchat. And you just let me know if I can hook you up. All right.
Yeah, I get his info and I say, well, if it's still around after this, I'll think about it.
Sure. Here's my digits.
Cool.
Oh, I'm amusing myself. All right. So you know that you're basically the thing you have to do now is recruit people. And so you're wondering, you know what? Who can I get to be on my ship?
So I have the farmers. And I guess they're also looking for people to help recruit.
Wait, has everyone been coming through the back door? Did anyone come through the front door?
Everyone's been pretty much coming through the front door.
Oh, well then, this is just for flavor. Every time, when you guys come through the front door, you just see a super battle droid standing by the door.
So it's a later model battle droid from the Clone Wars era, right?
Yeah.
When you walk, he says, "Hello, meatbag."
Greetings, meatbag. All right. So the bartender asks Captain Rolla Marai, hey, oh wait, he got your order already, right? So you notice that the Jawas are now surrounding this Twi'lek who seems to be like a teenager, like a 16-year-old teenager type Twi'lek. I can't talk. And she's mesmerizing them with like, just like not even cheap parlor tricks. She's just basically flipping a credit coin around, and they're like, ooh, ah.
Well, she doesn't seem to be in trouble, right?
No, she seems to be just, kind of doing it because she was bored.
She might be fun to be on the ship. Maybe I'll head over and ask to be interested in joining the crew. And nice entertainment for the Wookiee.
Yeah.
Get him off my back.
So the one of the Jawas like taps Blaine on well, he can't reach Blaine's shoulder, so it taps him like on your elbow.
I look down at the Jawa.
So the Jawa like speaks in Jawani. Are you able to speak their language?
No, I am not.
Okay.
I am, and I'm back.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hey.
Woo.
So Seiko Alima, you're approached by this newcomer to the cantina. And I'm gonna let you guys role play it out. Blaine, if you want to understand what the Jawa says without having a translator, you need to roll a 20 using your either your languages skill, but if you don't have that, just your knowledge. And welcome back, Seiko Lima.
Like alien species?
I'm sorry?
Like, are you talking about like alien species as like languages or just knowledge?
Just knowledge.
Okay.
Alien species is what you use to identify and know certain things about other alien species, but to actually communicate with them as languages. So for your character, just, it's just use your knowledge, which is the general attribute.
I got a 5.
All right, so you know that they seem to be curious about something that they just overheard, but you're not quite sure exactly what. You may need to get help from someone who can translate for you.
I look around the bar. Hey, does anyone speak Jawa?
Utini!
Ah, that's great. That's
I
awesome.
mean, yeah, I do.
Could you, if you don't mind, tell me what he's saying?
Sure. Oh, hey there, friends. And I start going into Jawa and I'm talking to them. I'm like, oh, hey, friends, sorry I had to run out. I was getting a very important phone call. I mean, call through the forest, whatever. What are they saying? Do I need to roll for it?
No, you don't. But I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay.
All right. So then Captain Morai, you see the Twi'lek who you are approaching start talking to Jawa.
Okay. Does she speak Jawa?
Question for the group really quick, because I missed a bunch. So did they overhear this or did they already know this coming into the bar?
They overheard Blaine and Bell's Lank chatting with Captain Rolo Morai.
Wait, so they understand common?
Yeah, they understand. Well, here common is galactic basic.
Or yeah.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's the language.
Why the hell am I speaking Jawa? To make them feel comfortable, I guess.
Well, they understand galactic basic, but they usually don't like to speak it.
Okay.
So let's go through there when speak basic.
Okay.
So,
So I see the Twi'lek talking Jawa to the Jawa. And I think, hey, you know, this Twi'lek might be pretty fun on the ship. Could be useful. It's got some energy. We need some youthful energy on this possible job coming up. So I guess I, you know, what do I do? Interrupt them a little something? I don't know.
It's up to you what you want to do, Captain. But just FYI, you have spots for 3 people on your ship, or 3 more people besides you and Tebow.
Okay.
So you need to be very choosy as to who you ask to be on your ship.
Right. Well, I don't know. Maybe this Twi'lek will be good. I wonder how her skills are in a ship, being in a ship though.
So I'm sorry. So Seiko Alima, what are you doing?
I was like overhearing the Jawas, but I don't know if they realize that I'm eavesdropping on their conversation. I was just trying to be like, oh, hey, friend, because like I talked to them earlier.
Okay.
Do other people, so other people don't know that they are trying to do this?
You're the only one.
Okay, where is Blaine? Still over here in the corner?
I'm where the B is at, RB.
Oh, okay.
So R is for Rolo and B is for Blaine.
Okay.
So it's there, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Well, I'm
sitting
gonna just nonchalantly make my way over there. Make my way. And I'm gonna be like, hey. So I'm now here. That was a weird S. I apologize. I'm like, hey guys that I don't really know. How's it going?
And before she's able to answer that, you notice someone enter the cantina wearing blue Mandalorian armor. And welcome, Chris.
Hey.
Totally. What have I missed?
Well, first of all, you're in the cantina. Your character just walked in. And what we're going to do is whenever someone new joins is we have people describe what the new person sees, meaning their characters, and then the new person describes what everyone else sees. So why don't we go ahead and do that? I think Blaine either had to go or...
No, I'm still here.
Oh, for some reason. Oh, yeah, there you are. Sorry. All right, Blaine, let's start with you, man.
Well, as you walk in through the front door, you walk past a B2 super battle droid who says, hello, meatbag, as you walk by.
So the battle droid is here. Does that sound right,
No.
Blaine?
Front entrance.
I'm sorry?
No, he's by the front entrance over here.
Oh, all right, all right. Is this the front entrance?
Yeah.
Okay, I was using this for some reason to be the front entrance. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I want to say, I want to say you're using everyone to come through that way, and I'm like, wow, everyone really has access to his back area and storage.
Yeah, but my bad. It's this way. This way. This way. Entrance. Okay. So this is this. Where's the stage? There's a stage in here. I thought this was the stage for some reason.
I
I
thought that
think
was
this is the stage right here.
I thought it was the stage too.
I thought that was a stage.
Are we gonna see Figure and Dan in the modal nodes?
Yes. That's who's gonna. That's who's setting up.
Oh my
Uh,
god, I'm so excited, you guys.
where is the entrance? You know what? We're gonna presume it's here for now, then. Or
I
yeah.
thought
That
the
is the
entrance
front
was
end.
by the bar.
That is the front entrance because right here is the droid detector.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. You know, you appear, and
You called me, Peg.
this is the entrance now.
This literally looks like the bar in LA when we went to, like, half of that. Like literally, like if that's the entrance, this is literally that bar in LA we went to.
Yeah, they even had
Yes.
the little booths like that and
Has
everything.
the little booths and that side
Scum and
corner
villainy.
with that creeper that was like staring at you. That was creepy. That was total Star Wars creepy. Ha!
That one creeper guy.
He was just staring at you.
Imagine if I wore my Leku like I was going to and then chickened out at the last minute.
Oh my God.
Oh, missed opportunity.
All right. All right.
right.
So
But character-wise, you see a guy dressed in his standard, like kind of like Han Solo smuggler outfit with a beige trench coat over him. He has two black powder flintlock pistols on his chest, a DL-44 heavy blaster pistol on his hip, and his hair is like slicked back.
all right, and you are over where the B is, the red B
Yeah.
over here. That's Blaine. All right. Who next?
So am I trying to find people to go onto the ship, or a crew of people?
Correct.
So are they people who understand how to be a crew, or am I just looking for random people to fill the ship?
Well,
I thought I'm looking for people to pay me for transporting and stuff.
well,
like that.
you're looking for people to board your ship and help you on the mission.
Got it.
Because the mission is, you know, it's you're gonna take a ship from some experienced and skilled military type people, I presume.
Well, that Mandalorian looks like he could be really skilled.
I agree.
He needs to be on the ship.
All right. So Chris, you see you know, a couple of Han Solo types, one you know, on the far end of the bar, basically looking at you and you know, talking amongst themselves. What do they see when you enter the bar, or the cantina, Chris?
So, guy dressed in Mandalorian armor. It's generally a black waistcoat with blue accents. Not quite like Death Watch, like a darker version of Death Watch if you need the visual, because I don't know where my profile pic is showing.
It is not.
So we'll have to figure that out. Is the B2 what it said, was it just in a neutral stance?
Yeah, it's just standing there, and as any human that walks by, it just says, "Hello,
Okay,
meatbag."
right. I do have a pistol on
Oh, God.
holsters near my hips. It's, well, they usually call them commas. So it's formed sort of like a skirt, similar to what Rex has in Clone Wars. And yeah, I'm gonna say I drew the left one in instinct. And at the B2, just not expecting that to be present.
It just stands there, and it just stands there on no emotions, just nothing.
Mm.
I'm just looking at my Snapchat, seeing if other people looking for work.
I mean, I came over here to talk to you guys.
So let's talk, bro. Hey, Twi'lek.
I'm very aware of my body language, so I try to not look any different from how I did a moment ago when I was talking really loud, but I completely mute my voice so that only Captain Rolo and Blaine can hear me.
Okay.
And I'm saying, so I don't know if you guys are into that water situation that was going down. I know you were talking to somebody about that earlier, and I look at Blaine and then I say, the Jawas are going to try to get in on it. And so I don't know if they're going to try to steal something from one of you or what, but I would just watch out.
Well, we could use some extra muscle if you're willing to help.
Sure. I mean, I need to use these bad boys, and I pull up my lightsaber hilts.
At that point, when I know she's a Jedi,
At that point, I turn and I go, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah, I think everyone has a clue now.
I think we need this Twi'lek on the ship.
yeah, a Jedi would obviously be some help, especially against some blaster fire.
What do you
The
say,
fact that
Twi'lek?
you guys just called me a Jedi proves that I need to go with you. Thank you for believing in me.
I'm not even calling you Jedi. I'm still calling you Twi'lek. I don't even know your name.
Oh yeah, my name's Seku Alema.
Seku.
Yes.
Seku. Right.
Seku.
Seku. All right, Seku, what do you say? You want to be part of our crew?
Sure.
Right.
Do you want me to like listen to more of the Jawa stuff or no?
Yes, that would be great. Because if they're
That'd be
trying to
good.
plan on to interfere with our job,
Yeah,
we
we'll
may
keep
have to
an eye
fight with
on
them.
keep an eye on them.
All right,
They
I'll be
don't go
back.
anywhere crazy.
I'll be back. And I just kind of
All right.
scamper off to where I was before. They're still like where they were when I left, right at the curve of the bar.
I
No,
also
they
did not train the other blaster on you when you drew the sabers.
I didn't ignite them though. I just held them up.
so
Kind of like holding your gun in a holster.
Yeah.
the bartender basically starts yelling, "Hey, no blasters! Put those away! What do you think you're doing? This is no blaster zone."
You're like, hey,
Nice.
calm down. How about you get me another drink? My Wookiee needs another drink. You still got to work on the other side of my head.
So the bartender, like, kind of grumbles and starts working on the drinks.
Like, we're all cool here, man. We're all cool.
Cool.
All right. So Seku goes off. Does she go off with the Jawas? She's still chilling with us.
I think she's gonna hang out with the Jawas, but the Jawas are kind of surrounding Blaine and you, Captain Morai, because they overheard you and they want to know if, hey, sounds like that there's some money happening here, and we kind of want to get in on it. What is it?
So
So I'm basically just standing there, but I'm like listening to you guys and the Jawas.
And
I need to go talk to Seiko because she pulled some lightsabers out.
All right. So you guys are gonna do that while who's gonna talk to the Mandalorian?
I guess I'll go talk to the Mandalorian.
Or both of you, I guess.
Yeah, we'll talk to Mando. We go, hey, Jawas, my Wookiee kind of just bumps into them.
But as I
All right.
walk past Deku, I lean over and whisper, if you can try to convince these Jawas not to interfere, that would be great.
Yeah.
Try to tell them it's not worth it.
Who did you tell that to, Blaine?
Deku,
Oh, okay.
feel like just tell them that they would go against very highly trained, skilled shellcast commandos, and it's not worth the casualties.
So the Jawa are listening to you talk, and it seems that they understand Galactic Basic.
Oh yeah.
They probably have difficulty speaking it, or have a strong preference, or they're just being jerks and don't like replying in Galactic Basic, but they're like, oh, and then they turn to the bar and resume getting drunk again.
Ooh.
All right, so Topher Shrike, where is your character? I believe
Which,
you
by
can.
the way, that was my character name. Well, it's in the thing, but whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
I
this
didn't-
is this you here?
No, that's the stage.
That's the stage.
That's the stage.
Oh, okay.
We should write stage.
I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be listening to these cool tunes.
I thought this was the stage. All right.
Yeah.
So
They
All
look like seats or something there in the corner, though. I thought that was a stage too. That makes more sense, but there's the door.
well, I guess the band just wants to be heard, not seen. So
Like a,
all right.
And while I did holster the blaster after the bartender's remark, the fact that one of my gauntlets has a flamethrower might be that arm, which I think is the left hand, is a little bit is not it is held out a little bit more where if I can aim it, I need to.
Okay.
Which, well, where are the Jawas in relation to where I'm standing?
So the Jawas are basically here.
Okay.
BJ.
So I probably didn't react too well with that, depending on what they're doing.
Yeah.
Or I'm watching them definitely.
They're kind of scrambling. They're sharing like 2 to a bar stool, just to reach the the top of the bar, their drinks, and they're just downing in like huge quantities of some alcoholic beverage. And then Chris, so I guess you're still here by this X here.
Yeah.
All right. So I believe you can write on this if you click on the annotate button. It'll show controls for you. Excuse me. I should mute myself when I cough. And you can tell us like, well, where do you go? Okay. In the meanwhile, Commander Jess.
Yes.
So what does your character do after you see this brazen display of dual curved hilt lightsabers?
Well, I am gonna walk up to
The Twi'lek.
Seku.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Twi'lek, but I'm trying to come up with a name. Gonna walk up to her and say, hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. Question for you.
Yes.
Where'd you get the lightsaber? Those are pretty rare.
They're mine.
From?
I made them.
How'd you make those?
It's quite easy, really, but you have to be a Jedi to do it.
Gotcha. So where'd you do your Jedi training?
My parents taught me.
Huh. Interesting. How'd they manage to get around the Jedi Purge?
I don't really like talking about my personal information with strangers.
Oh, no, I totally understand. Just fascinating since, you know, I know a couple of actual Jedi.
Who do you know?
I'm not comfortable discussing that at the moment, but I could make some introductions.
We'll see. What's your name?
Jess.
Nice to meet you, Jess. I'm Seku Alema.
Nice to meet you, Seku. So what brings you here?
I was sort of pulled here by the Force, and I haven't really been able to tell why, but, you know, making lots of new friends here, and I have fun listening to these Jawas. They're pretty funny. And I mean, who doesn't love a good Bith band?
Right? No, I totally get it. What do you want to do? What are you looking to do?
Thought I was going to go on the ship with everyone.
Oh. What are you guys looking to do?
You should talk to Captain Marai.
That sounds like a good idea. Hey, you
Also,
haven't
to the GM, I'm going to use my receptive telepathy and see if I can hear what the Jawas did that got them rich. Can I do that?
Yes. Am I muted? No. Right.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Yes. And I will message it to you.
Oh, shoot. I always do that. I forget to do the 6 at the end of it. 13.
Okay, this is what you're able to find out. You succeed because they are, you know, they are constantly thinking about this. Like they're so high on this that it's just, you know, pervading their consciousness. So it was a pretty pretty easy thing for you to do, to basically read their minds. I mean, you had to filter through like a lot of things, like, you know, their desire for credits, their lust for credits, how much they really like credits, how they dream of sleeping on a huge pile of credits.
All right. Interesting.
Shit, what happened? There it is. All right. So who's talking to Captain Rolo and Blaine Handsome? Is it Commander Jess or no? Who
We
was
were
it?
going to go talk to the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah. All right. Do you walk over to him then?
Well, why don't we all go? I'm suddenly very curious about this Mandalorian.
This
I
teenage- such a
don't
teenager.
think that would be a good idea for you.
Why?
Possibly. Would I know that Mandalorians hated Jedi? Knowledge, I'm guessing.
Yeah, roll your knowledge. Roll a 10 or higher.
Okay.
Chris, are you able to access the annotate function? You're muted, by the way, just FYI.
Are we talking about on Zoom or as far as?
Woo!
On Zoom. Holy shit.
I got a 25.
All righty. Yes, Blaine, you do know about the Mandalorian Wars, the historic conflict between the Mandalorians and Jedi, and you pretty much know what you know. Blaine knows what Taylor knows about the Mandalorians and the Jedi. How about that? Because you scored so high.
Oh God. Okay. Basically, Mandalorians. The reason why they're the way they are and the kind of the weapons they have is because they don't like Jedi. They have been trained. They trained themselves to kill Jedi.
Oh shit.
He doesn't
Yeah.
need to know I'm a Jedi. He could just think I'm a Twi'lek.
I mean,
You drew your
did-
lightsabers and I saw you do that.
Yeah. I mean,
Kinda
you
hard
did
to-
wave around your hilt, your lightsaber hilt. So
Can I point out there's like 3 different targets that I would have interest in this room, at least. There's like a potential Jedi, there's a B2 battle droid, and there's some Jawas.
Well, being that I had a background of being an actress, I played a Jedi, so I could play it off as I was just letting her pretend to be a Jedi. I don't know, maybe not.
All right. So Chris, if you can annotate on the map, like, you know, where is your character?
I think I just gave good reason to not move yet.
Okay, so you're standing by the entrance and you're like, what is happening here? Right? But no one can tell because you have a helmet on.
Yeah.
do you ever take it off?
No, right?
Does your character take it off or?
It's circumstantial.
Okay. I'm a little kind of Mandalorian.
So only for Grogu, not for you.
Hmm.
Got it.
Damn.
All right, go ahead. All right, so I'm gonna mute and then let you guys interact. So please let everyone know what you're doing, and then when you talk, basically, you know, speak in character.
Well, I'm gonna walk over to the Mandalorian I assuming with Rolo and introduce myself, being like, "Hey there, Blaine Handsome, most handsome star pilot in the galaxy."
I love this guy.
If you say so.
I was wondering if you would like to possibly make some credit.
What are you paying? What's the job?
Is Mr. Link still in the cantina?
I'm sorry.
Is
Bell's Link.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna rule that he's left.
Okay.
Yeah, he's you know, he has a daughter, so he's gonna run home and take care of her.
Well, a moisture farmer named Mr. Link, basically try to expand his moisture farmer business to Manan. Got all the right permits, hired a little freight crew to go grab some water. And when they grabbed the water, they picked up a bunch of Braxton sharks and didn't put them back. And the non-government found out couldn't stop them from leaving their planet and the system, so they hyperspace in front of them, out hyperspace them, and waited for them in the Tatooine star system, and basically executed everyone and disabled the ship. And then they realized they shouldn't have done that, so they called for a repair team. And Mr. Lank really needs that water. So I am trying to put together a crew to go retrieve that water, and whatever money we can get from, and then whatever we can split the meat of the fracture sharks that's already been processed among evenly with among the crew, and then you can sell it. I've heard it sells for a nice good amount of credit. And we could use someone of your capability.
Who else is on this job?
Rolo here, along with her Wookiee companion. And so far, Seku, the Jedi that you saw wave around her lightsaber so boldly.
She really a Jedi?
I don't think. I would probably say more a Padawan.
Not
Probably
sure if
in
that's
skill
better.
level.
Well,
But it's extra muscle, well, extra firepower, you could say, to help.
So the bartender
This is
sees
what
you
we've done
guys
for
like congregate. So the bartender sees you guys kind of congregating, over here, and he says, wouldn't you guys want to take over one of the alcoves here? You guys are kind of blocking the entrance there.
Fine.
Pick an alcove, any alcove.
Well, I
Except
will leave.
except this one. This one's already occupied.
I guess I'll leave. Hold on, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll lead everyone over here.
So you go, there you go.
all right.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, if you could just indicate which chair it is that you select.
I'll take the one in the back corner next to the Mando.
Whichever one this is.
And-
So,
Yeah.
still exit if I need to.
So are you over here then, Rola Morai?
Where's Mando sitting?
Yes, here.
If he's there.
I went here, but well,
All right.
Well,
Jess, are you there?
oops.
Yeah. I don't know how to use the cursor.
I got you.
Okay.
So are you here,
Yeah. Right.
Captain Morai? Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
R M, and then Tebow sits here.
Tebow will sit. Yeah.
I don't know if he'll. Yeah, I guess he'll fit. Would a Wookiee fit here?
Yeah.
Why not?
All right, we'll just say, maybe.
Otherwise, the Wookiee can stand. He can stand. He has good legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Connor's a Wookiee.
Where's Captain Jess?
And I'm probably also standing still. if it's possible.
All right. So anyway, okay. All right. So you guys can continue your conversation before something happens.
Okay, so after we sit down, I just kind of recap on what Blaine is saying. Be like, hey, Mando. Can I call you Mando? What do I call you?
I
Mando.
guess that's all right. Shrike will also do.
All right, Mando. So look, my buddy here, he's a good guy. He comes from good family. These guys are really good people. And they, they just need a little help across the galaxy and make this delivery. And, I'm the person to help them get across the galaxy. So, and you look like the type of person who can really, we can really use skills in doing this job. Because it sounds like it's going to be pretty dangerous, and you look like a strong person. I believe you can be a great asset to the crew. And not only that, you'll be helping out these guys. These guys are, they're really kind people. They're not out for themselves. They
Yeah,
got
kids you
children.
can take care of.
Yeah, they got kids, and just trying to make ends meet. I could take this other job, but I decided I'm gonna take this job, and trying to recruit. So what do you say, Mando? You in?
Sure.
All right. That's my man. And
So
if you need polishing for your suit or anything, my Wookiee can help you out.
so who's sitting in the back seats here? These two who are sitting
I'm the
here?
pink.
Okay, and then who's here then?
I thought that was Mando.
No, he's standing
He's standing.
somewhere now. So who's sitting here? Where are you sitting, Blaine? Is this Blaine?
Yeah, I was right here.
Okay. And then where are you sitting again, Chris?
I think I'm standing near where that weird blue air, like near where all the blue scribbles are.
Okay,
the
you're
arrow.
over here. All right, so Seiko Alima, you don't need to roll perception. I need you to roll your dexterity. And then Blaine, I need you to roll perception. Topher Shrike, if you could roll perception, and Captain Rolo, I'm gonna roll it. You're here. Roll your dexterity.
2D plus 2.
And basically, if you could just put it in the chat, like what you rolled, just so I can see your numbers.
There's the rolling. Where are we using that?
So you know how to roll, right, Chris?
Don't think we had that part of the orientation.
It's okay. If you go to our server, you'll see a channel that says role playing. In that channel, if you click on it, you'll see a symbol for a chat box. So click on that. And then we use the server bot to roll dice for us because it's a lot faster.
I have 5.
Okay, and then I will roll
Got a
for
9.
the Jawa. I'll type in roll 2d6 for 2 6-sided dice, then IE for infinite exploding. And they were, holy smokes. So they rolled a 19. So the Jawa, you notice are, were started, okay, Seiko Alema and Captain Roll, you notice the Jawa suddenly huddle up and then charge.
Oh God.
And yes. And none of them are drawing blasters. They're basically attacking with their little itty bitty fists. And they're
my
like,
tabs.
and they're like trying to be tough. They're like, Utini.
Oh, look at the little adorable guys.
I feel like I'm getting a massage.
And then the bartender's like, oh no. Anyways, but and they're very drunk.
This is ridiculously funny.
So the first people they attack are the people closest. Right here. So that would be Blaine and Topher Shrike. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you roll again, Blaine?
I rolled a 9.
Okay, Topher Shrike, were you able to roll?
I just got to the thing, so what am I rolling actually?
Your perception skill attribute. Do you want me to look it up for you, or do you know what it is?
I thought you said dexterity.
No, that's for you and Captain Marai.
Okay.
Because Topher, Shrike, and Blaine have their backs towards the Jawas, so they need to sense the Jawas first. But Seku and Rolo Morai are seeing them, so you can do something. And what we're going to do is the highest roller gets to go first.
Okay, so we're just rolling initiative.
Right. So this was initiative. Blaine and Topher basically had to roll surprise, to use D&D terms. And then Rolo Morai and Seiko Lima basically are just rolling initiative. So Blaine rolled a 9.
How many drawers are there?
12.
Oh God.
So Chris, what is your
Yeah, it was 1D for perception. I understood the thing, right?
no, that can't be right. No worries. I'll go look real quick. It'll take a few moments.
I mean, the base one was 1. And then it had some other things.
Yeah, I got you, man. Don't worry. Doop-a-doo-ba-doo. That's Chris.
I need to take a moment. Hold on.
Sure. So your perception is 3D. So you're going to type in exclamation point, roll space, 3D6 space IE.
Huh.
Oh, there you go.
You
have to.
You gotta re-roll it again.
Yeah, you have to do it over.
The IE can be very helpful.
Like that. Okay, Chris. So you rolled a 16, and that beats the Jawas. You go first. Who's next?
They're coming through this as this arrow.
Yes.
I shoot my grappling line to the opposite wall as a trip line.
All right. Roll your armor weapons. All you need is a 5 to not miss. and then they'll roll their perception to not trip, or actually they're yeah.
Is there a way to pop this out?
Wait, so what are you doing?
Trying to have my other. Keep switching to stats.
Are the Jawas at disadvantage because they're drunk?
Yes.
Oh,
Hold on. I am just gonna copy my stats over to another thing.
All right, Chris. Did you roll? Okay. Well, while we're waiting, sorry, I'm trying to figure out who's next. So who has like the next higher after 16?
I might with my 9.
It was Blaine.
All right, Blaine.
And then
I mean, I don't see. I think did you roll?
I did. I rolled 8.
Okay, then yeah, it would be me, my 9.
So Blaine, you see the Mandalorian shoot a grappling line into the opposing wall, and shortly afterwards, you hear commotion and a bunch of Jawas speaking loudly.
As I see the Jawas, I'm just gonna quickly pull out my heavy blaster, switch it to stun, and take a shot.
Okay, so you turn around. Hang on a second.
You see 2 numbers here, 5D and 6D. One's in bold.
So yeah, so the bold is your result. Okay, so yeah, you needed a 5 and you rolled a 12, so you hit, and the Jawa, let me see, let's see how many of them trip.
Oops. You know what, I'm just gonna.
Holy smokes, so 9 of them just kind of pile up around that the entrance area where you see the triangle on top of this thing here. And they're like, oh, my knee.
Oh, my knee.
All right. So Blaine, you turn around, you draw your firearm, and next round you'll be able to shoot if you still want to.
Okay, yeah,
and
depending on how many are down.
So there's what, 3 left who are like trying to climb over their buddies. The other ones that, I mean, they've fallen. They're having difficulty getting up. So next round they'll be able to get up next round after everyone else takes a turn. So Seku, you're next. What are you gonna do?
I'd like to force push them back. Would that be my control or my alter?
That's telekinesis.
Okay. That's not very good.
So yeah, go ahead. While you're figuring that out, Captain Rolo, what are you doing? Oh wait, she's AFK. Anyway, so the 3 who did not fall down are scrambling over the fallen, and they're trying to like get at the closest people who are you know, Topher Shrike and Blaine. so two of them are going after Topher Shrike because they see him holding the line that tripped their fellows. And one got confused and is like going after Blaine for some reason. And the bartender is like, guys, stop it. No blasters, no blasters.
I say it says that mindset to stun.
All right.
For now.
Okay, so you rolled a 5, which is what I think the minimum you needed to do to generate some kind of force. And they're little beings, so pick one of them to force push.
Whichever one is closest to Blaine.
Okay, there's 2 of them, so you knock one of them off, and he goes sailing over the table, screaming as he goes, somebody catch me. All right. So and then okay, so it's going to be the next round. Topher Shrike, what are you going to do now? Actually, Blaine, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna take a shot at whatever.
Okay, so they're
Oh,
they're basically short range, actually point blank range. So you need a 5 or higher to hit them. And since I'm presuming you're going to take a shot at the Jawa who's actually trying to attack you.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay, so that's
Yeah.
point blank range. You need a 5 or higher, and then the guy's not even dodging. So it's just 5. If he was dodging, I would have to roll his dodge, and then you would have to, we would add that to 5, and that's what you have to roll to hit him. So roll a 5 using your blaster skill.
Nice.
What are you hitting with? Is it heavy blaster pistol?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I was gonna say, even if I roll all ones, I still get a 5.
All right. So one of the rules here is, even if you only need even if you can technically succeed, if you roll all ones, it's like rolling a 1 on a 20-sided dice for D&D. It's an automatic failure. So don't roll all ones, which you did not.
Yeah. I got
Okay.
a 28.
All right, so roll damage, which is 5D. And then Sekou Alema, what are you doing?
I want to pull out my lightsabers, but I don't want to strike them. I want to intimidate them.
Okay, you know what? Once you roll your lightsaber skill, and like maybe you're going to use it to, do some kind of display that's intimidating. Go ahead and roll it and try to get Are you going to ignite the lightsabers?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need you know what? Roll a. Honestly, roll a. Well, they're drunk, so I was gonna say 5, but roll a 10 using your lightsaber skill or higher.
10d6. Holy
I'm sorry.
crap. 10d6. Or have to roll a 10.
No, you have to roll a total of 10.
Okay, I was like, what?
No. Yeah.
21.
So you're gonna roll your lightsaber skill plus control.
Oh, plus, well, I still got it with just my lightsaber skill.
Okay, so
I also got 21. I forgot to add the IE, but I forgot 2 6s, and I'm
Yeah.
afraid to hurt them too much.
At some point, they're, you know. All right, so
31
Blaine.
if you add all that.
All right, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, Seku, but I need to know what Topher Shrike is doing and Captain Rollo.
Just to check, what's the spread of the flamethrower?
So at the maximum range, 3 meters.
More to the point, well, hell, it's short range. We're at short range. I'm using it.
Oh,
Short
All right.
burst. Short burst.
okay, so Topher Shrike, you're going to go last, but go ahead and roll your armor weapons at, is it short range or are you point blank? You're point blank, dude. So you need a 5 or higher, and they're not dodging. So just roll a 5 or higher. So this is what happens, right? Blaine shoots one, the remaining one, and basically knocks him out. He's just out. And then Seku ignites her lightsabers, and everyone who's like on the ground, it's like scrambling around because now they're in a panic. And then Topher Shrike ignites his flamethrowers. So basically, this area and this table and this chair
Oh, poor
caught
bartender.
fire.
God.
So is there just a screaming pile of Jawas on fire? Right
Yeah,
now?
there's the screaming pile of Jawas. Do any of you have the survival skill? No? Roll your knowledge, and you need a 10.
Oh,
And only one of you needs to succeed. Because I'm presuming the other one, that one will alert everyone else.
okay. Choose one.
Not me.
All right, Seiko Alima is like engrossed by the bonfire. All right, and
Come on.
Oh my God. This might be a very short campaign, you guys.
okay.
I got a 4. Why, Dice God? Why?
How about you, Chris?
Do I even have that as a?
No, just use your knowledge attribute.
Oh yeah, since there's blast fire, would Roger come in?
Wonder if he'd hear it.
Oh my God.
Once you roll his perception, which is 1d6, but it's exploding. So, okay. So I just need to know what you guys are gonna do or doing.
God damn it, Roger.
Can't I like Jedi flip over the fire?
Jedi flip. Well, let me tell you what's happening first. So there's fire, right? Right here. There's this fire because basically someone ignited the area with the equivalent of flamethrower. So there it's fire. It's fire. And then he set fire to Jawas. So there's a bunch of smoke. So everyone here roll your strength.
Also, Roger got a
And then Blaine, you can contact Roger. You know, like with a comm link or some kind of you know, device, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
18.
have a comm link.
I rolled an 18.
All right. So Seiko Lima, you're like, you take a deep gulp of air, and you're like, okay. And I'm presuming you're trying to leap your way out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna force bounce.
Okay. Are you gonna use a force point?
I think I'm gonna have to.
Well,
I only have one though.
yeah. Or, well, you know, so use your climbing, jumping. If you don't have that skill, that would be your strength attribute.
But I just rolled strength though. I rolled 18.
Oh, you did. In that
Yeah.
case, yes, you did Jedi jump your way out of there. You're like, see you later.
Oh no.
So Seiko is over here. And you see the bartender here? He's just his face is like going from massive disappointment to whiskey tango foxtrot to oh my god, I'm gonna get fired. And he's just like, he's just stunned. He's stunned quiet. And you know, in the next minute or so, he'll probably be going berserk and, you know, like activating the sprinkler system, which he hopes works.
I hope it works too. I got a 1. The bot told me I rolled a 1.
For what? For your strength?
Yeah, I rolled 3d6 IE plus 1, and the bot told me you rolled 1.
What?
Wow.
Oh, it's because
If you roll all ones.
what?
It might be. I think you tilde rolled, not exclamation rolled. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
did
does.
exclamation roll. Oh thank God. Oh thank God.
Yeah, exclamation. Yeah,
Oh.
good catch, Chris. Chris, what are you doing?
You said strength. It was 15.
All right, so you're able to push the burning mass of Jawas from here. Boop, 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 boop. Let me get it out of there. Let me erase this, might as well. So now, oh, hang on. There you go. Eisley. So now the mass of burning Jawas is here. So there's a little bit of breathing room over here. That
What happened to Captain Marai?
I'm presuming that she's running this way.
I mean,
no
not
one
any
said
better.
anything about flamethrowers.
Whose turn is it next?
So the bartender looks at Topher Shrike and says something like, you know, normal people would understand no blasters means no weapons. And he's like, out, get out, get out. Wait, no, stay. Who's going to pay for this?
I'm gonna try to use my control skill to minimize the flames. Because I
Sure.
forgot I had that.
Yeah, sure. But, you know.
7.
I rolled a 5, and when Roger rolled a 3, I told him I over my comm link tell him to get his robotic ass in here.
All right. So you hear the reply, Roger, Roger. So yeah, so Psycho Alima, you're using absorb, dissipate energy.
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you need to roll?
Sorry, I just had it. I missed. Shoot.
Okay, while she's figuring that out, Chris and Blaine, what are you guys doing? Topher Shrike and Blaine.
I guess.
So Blaine, you meet your droid here.
I mean, I rolled a 5. Is that enough to get past the fire?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. So.
Because I mean, Seku telekinetically moved the mass of burning Jawas, you know, enough so that you guys can run, you know, this big blue arrow, and
Oh,
you meet Roger here, right there. Yes, exactly.
I'm like not finding it at all. Absorb. I'm gonna say I probably failed because a sunburn is 5.
Okay, well, you know, you tried. That's good.
I'm just trying to contain it though. Like I don't think I can save the Jawas by myself. I'm just trying to contain the fire so it's not gonna burn the whole thing down.
Okay. The bartender goes, and the fire sprinklers are not working. Does anyone know how to? Can anyone help me fix this?
Oh, Ty said Valley.
And basically he points towards this area over here by the entrance, right here. Apparently that's where like a lot of the controls are. If anyone's willing to help, you need to roll your technical skill, and really you need a 15 or higher to activate the
I rolled a 20.
There you go, you did it.
Oh, cool.
All right, the sprinklers happen, and the smell of burning Jawas kind of starts wafting everywhere.
Are any of them still alive?
Oh no. No, it's like,
oh no.
No, they're desert dwellers, so their robes are really dry and dusty, and then they drank a bunch of alcohol.
They're flammable.
Probably spilling it on themselves.
They were flammable by the time they charged you guys. And then Chris hit him with napalm from point blank range.
I suddenly get very upset and I turn to the Mandalorian and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Well, as she's yelling at the Mandalorian, I go to loot the Jawas.
Roll 2d6, Blaine.
Mainly looking for credit.
Roll 2d6. And that's how many credits you get. And then roll your search skill if you have it. And then tell me what you roll.
No, I don't have search. Okay, so just 2d6.
If you don't have search, then use your perception.
Okay, 3d6.
Didn't like them when they were shifty. Definitely didn't like them when they were charging. Didn't think it would be that big though.
Out because I forget that other people couldn't understand them. I say, are you just upset because they stole your friend's armor or what?
Okay, so Blaine.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a choice. You can either get 13 credits or you could find something.
The rogue in me says credit, but I'm gonna go with something.
All right. You see this this fob on one of them. Roll your technology skill if you have it. If you don't have technology, roll your knowledge. You need a 10 or higher on your knowledge. And if you can't figure it out, maybe you can ask around.
Knowledge. Okay.
Everybody rolls this?
Let's have Blaine do it first, and then he'll ask someone if specifically if he can't figure it out.
Five.
Okay, can't quite figure it out. Are you going to ask someone?
Yeah, I hold it up and go, anyone know what this is?
Okay, now everyone can roll their technology skill if they have it. If not, then you roll your knowledge. And you need a 10 or higher.
I don't know what it is either. None of us know what it is.
Does the droid have any stats? I can.
You can roll 1d6 and make it be like an exploit. You never know.
Come on, Roger, be a badass, please.
If Roger gets this, I'm just gonna shit.
He rolled a 5.
Okay, well,
Close.
that's good. Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm gonna roll for the bartender, and I'm gonna say that he has 3D knowledge. Sorry, I'm rolling on my phone. 3D IE. I think that's an E. Boop. What happened?
Forgot the 6.
Ah, dumbass. What was it? 3D 6 IE. Doop. Nope, I don't know what it is either. Now get out of my bar.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar and I'm gonna give the bartender 20 credits and say, I'm really sorry about this.
Okay, so the way you do that is you do ~sign give.
I do it under the general store.
You know what? We'll just pretend you did.
Because I have 100 and something cash right now.
Yeah, you need money.
I have a lot of money in the bank.
Okay. Have you gone shopping yet?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't have enough money for the things I want.
You know what? Can someone roll for Captain Rolo?
What would that be?
Her stats are in the Gilded Lily.
Reese is back.
Oh, she's here.
Reese is back.
All right, roll your.
I got hot and I took my jacket. It's like hot. I was like, okay, can't wear a costume right now. Am I rolling? Is it me?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
what am I rolling?
You're rolling either your technology skill or your knowledge skill.
Okay.
Oh, and Tebow's here.
Roll.
So
you missed a giant bonfire and a bunch of all the Jawas charging us and just just getting lit, literally lit.
Literally lit.
Lit. Okay. I rolled a 23.
Oh, ooh.
10.
So Captain Rolo goes, you know what? I'm gonna message it to you.
With the IG messaging, because
It's
where
returning
we're at. I got lost. Where are we? What's going on right now? Because I rolled, but I have no idea. Sorry.
So we were in that booth talking, and then all of a sudden the Jawas, really drunk, decided to, hey, let's pick a fight with these guys, and charged us. 9 of them got tripped by a tripwire. 1 of them got force pushed. I knocked 1 of them out with my blaster, and then Shrike decided to light them all on fire.
Yeah. Because that
And
should have
while-
happened first.
Yeah, and while Seku was just going at Shrike, I was like, I'm just gonna go over to the bodies and loot them.
Because, we need some more drinks here after all barbecue. Barbecue.
I mean, I could have went with 13 credits or this item, and I went with this item because what is it? I don't know.
Well, I'm so angry that I'm gonna go step outside.
Why are
And
you
with that,
angry?
that means I have to actually go in real life.
Wait, why are you angry? Because they barbecued
Because
Jawas?
he just murdered all those Jawas. They were my friends.
Were they though?
I mean, they were kind of beating everyone up drunkenly.
They couldn't hurt us. They're
Yeah,
like
that's
3
true.
feet tall.
That's true. They were little kids.
They're fuzzy space hobbits.
With
Maybe
sticky fingers.
maybe it was just a
very sticky
know,
fingers.
surface burn. Maybe they're not dead. Maybe they're just highly injured.
Oh no, they're dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The amount of alcohol that they consume, plus their dry, dusty robes, plus basically napalm at point blank range. Alexa off.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna meet you guys back at the ship because Lizzie's leaving in real life.
Okay.
All right. Well, do you want to hear what
Bye, Liz.
Blaine found before you leave?
Really quick, because I have to eat.
Okay, go. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm all what? You're not.
No, did you check the chat here and on Zoom, Captain Morai?
Found keys in to a Jawa sand crawler. Oh wait, I need to eat dinner soon. Oh wait,
That's what I said.
All right. Well, that's it.
I bet that's what the Mandalorian armor. I bet that's where their Mandalorian armor is that nobody seems to care about, even though I brought it up like twice.
All right, we're gonna let Seiko Lema go so that way her blood sugar can get back to normal. Thank
right.
you.
thank
Thank
you,
you, Liz.
I see.
Bye. Good
And-
job.
Oh, and we're gonna start winding it down since one of our stars has to go.
Ah. Okay.
All right.
Cool. So I got keys to the sand crawler. Now we just gotta find it.
So we're gonna end it here. This is kind of just, this was kind of like just a Sandlot kind of an adventure. We're gonna have something like this again on Saturday, but during the day. I'm trying to accommodate more people's schedules. So if you're not able to make it to that one, hey, at least you made it to this one. So thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you. It
having
was
me.
fun. It was a fun night.
Yeah, I think I'm so happy you were able to make it, Marissa.
I know. I was almost not able to, and I was just like, oh, I hope this is done soon, and I'm glad. Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Topher Shrike, you were able to do some mass murdering today. I'm sure that brings a smile to your face.
Well, certainly different and interesting. Unintentionally, though. I got a bunch of dark side points.
Hell yeah.
Well, we're gonna let that go for this one because
Barbecued Jawa.
because you would be a non-player character by now if we were using that. Dark side points, man. You showered in dark side points, but you don't care. You're a Mandalorian. Are you Death Watch?
All right. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good night.
And to everyone out there watching, thank you so much for watching our video.
I mean, technically, it wasn't unintentional. They attacked us.
Well, it's the dying that was unintentional. The dying, the spread, the amount of fuel, didn't expect it to, cover all of them.
I missed it. Awesome. Yay. Well, have a good night. Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.